Hi, welcome to another video. So tonight we're going to be watching and reacting to Stranger Things Season 5, Episode 3. So I'm filming this a few days after watching Episode 2. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to watch the episodes all in one go as I would have wanted, but we're here, we're back online. And actually I took some notes again. I wrote down a recap of Episode 2 so that I can remember what happened, because a lot of things are happening in these episodes, guys. I remember thinking that 4 episodes would not be enough to quench my thirst, but actually a lot of things are happening, so we better catch up. Obviously, there's a demo attack at the Wheelers. Karen and Holly hide in the bathtub. That was an amazing scene. Nancy and Elle are driving to the house. She's obviously in hiding because of the US military trying day and night to capture her. So that was a bit of a reckless act, but I guess that there was no time to think, just to act. We'll let it slide for now. Yeah. Ted Wheeler comes face to face with a demo for the first time in his life, brandishing a golf club. I kept saying golf bat in the second episode reaction. I'm sorry. And he defends himself with it with great courage. I added 3 exclamation points because, come on, no one could believe that Ted could hold himself that well in a face-to-face confrontation with an actual Demogorgon. So, I don't know, kudos to him. He finally did something useful in his life. Ted gets thrown through Mike's bedroom. So I added in brackets, Mike's closet is now destroyed, which could have a symbolic meaning. I'm not saying it's a fact, but seeing how the Duffers are very much clever in this way, with adding tiny Easter eggs or things that have a symbolic meaning in their scenes, and considering how closely they follow the principles of filmmaking, whenever we as an audience spot something, I think it's safe to say that it's not there by chance. Considering how tight and how fast-paced the production and the filming is on a show like this one, I don't think that they can ever afford to waste any frame. Everything that we see must mean something, no matter how small and insignificant it might seem. And this is obviously one of the things that I like the most about Stranger Things, because it's not just a mainstream show the way that it became, but it started off as more of like a niche project with a lot of thematic references and symbolic meaning. So you get the idea. This is not just a show that you watch passively without putting much thought into it. And it's not that kind of show. And I'm not talking only in regards to BYLER and a queer subtext. And even though I don't expect to be 100% right, I still find interesting the fact that there's so many teeny tiny moments like this throughout the course of the 5 seasons. I just think it should go unnoticed. That's what I'm saying. Oh yeah, he has gashes on his chest and is bleeding out. Karen and Holly run to the kitchen and Karen uses a broken wine bottle to stop the demo. Stay away from my daughter, badass scene. Nancy and Elle arrive home and see Karen bleeding out on the kitchen floor, nearly dead, with a phone in her hand. Holly was taken and is now missing. Elle follows by going through the upside down portal left semi-open in the kitchen. Nancy is desperate at the hospital and lashes out at Mike, blames herself for not doing anything sooner or telling the parents what was going on in the first place. So Lucas says he's not sure this is a form of punishment, like Nancy thinks, and he has a deja vu because this is almost like what happened to Will, and it's actually 3 days away from the anniversary, November 3rd, November 6th. Coincidence? I think not. The US military is investigating at the Wheelers with Sullivan. Elle reunites with Hope in the Upside Down. I wrote down the line, it was Karen with her wine. That was so fun. Will explains how he felt tapping into the hive mind, and Robin makes the antenna analogy, which we already knew, okay? It's nothing new. They explained this theory in the show like it was some kind of groundbreaking news, but come on. It was a little bit easy to understand. We've been saying for a while. Will wants to be useful, more useful, but Joyce stops him, and that makes him frustrated, of course. Mike thinks of Mr. Whatsit, and it's ruminating and trying to piece together why Holly was taken and possibly connecting the 2 dots. So he and Nancy try to gather info on Mr. Whatsit from Karen, and Karen actually describes his physical appearance and what he was wearing, and the fact that he has a first name, which is Henry. So this takes us to the end of episode 2, when we see Jamie Camperbauer, my love, when we see Mr. Whatsit with Henry's face, a young Henry. He is charming, makes Holly feel comfortable, and we can see him taking her inside the Creel house. But this is the Creel house from the 50s, I don't know. It's in perfect shape, everything is shiny, clean, so this is obviously an hallucination. She's probably somewhere in the upside down. This is only in her head. Like, he's able to tap inside her consciousness and make her think or believe that they're actually in this setting, in this environment, so that she doesn't feel scared and doesn't want to run from him. So yeah, this is where we're at. I cannot tell you how curious I am to go on, especially because these few days have been a torture, spoiler-wise. I have been spoiled a little bit. I told myself that I was gonna opt out of all of my social media, and I did it, except from Instagram, because I received the message. I opened it to open the DM, and before Instagram loaded my messages screen, I saw something in my feed. So I was like, it was a split second, but I saw something. I don't know the context of that scene. I don't know what was going on, but we'll see. I have a feeling this is something regarding episode 4, like the last thing before they leave us hanging for a month. So yeah, I need to catch up on things so that I can finally go on my socials without feeling, you know, like I'm in enemy territory. So this is what we're doing. As always, I'll wait for you at the end with your comments, your impression, your thoughts and stuff. And let's go. Okay, so they're trying everything they can to tear an opening in that gooey wall. Ugh. Yeah, I can feel the frustration. Oh no! What is it? Is it some kind of interference that fucks with the brain?
Robin, I need you to answer.
Joyce is looking for them. She lost them. Oh, here they are.
Yeah. You think she saw us?
No, she didn't. Poor Joyce, man. They're stressing her out. Oh my god. That scared the crap out of me. Oh, he recognizes him. He's familiar. The Turnbow Trap. Guys, I know my screen is so pixelated right now because I've got the shittiest Wi-Fi connection. I think actually it could be useful when I'm editing my video so that YouTube hopefully it doesn't recognize it as original content. It's so low quality that it might pass and I might be able to keep my video up.
You still thinking about your parents?
Whew. It's not the time and it's not right, but why did they have to hire Jamie? He's so good looking. Oh my god. I would voluntarily let myself get taken by Mr. What's-It if he looked like that. Just saying.
Very best possible hands, Holly, I assure you.
He's so comforting. Like, listen to the tone.
It's just...
You wish to be with them. I understand. But you cannot offer them comfort in Hawkins, Holly.
He's playing so many mind games on her. He's a master manipulator.
He loves those. Your classmate, Derek?
is coming here.
You don't like Derek very much, do you?
No, he's just a bully.
If he misbehaves or if he hurts you, I will send him right back.
Look how much he trips her. Like, he convinces her that the danger is in Hawkins, but he took her away from Hawkins right into the danger itself. And she's not realizing it. Oh, it's so good with these manipulation games. And on children, you know, you like winning easily, don't you? It's just that it's easier to gain their trust. So yeah, and with a soft-spoken, sweet girl like Holly, it was just too easy. Look at the Creel house. It's back in full force. It's beautiful. It's the way it was when the Creel moved into it.
You must never, under any circumstance, go out into the woods. You understand?
What's in the woods?
Where the monsters live.
Be a good girl and stand still where I'm leaving you. Then the casual compliment so that she trusts you even more. Wait, this is trippy. Why is he gifting her a cassette tape and a radio player when we know the role that music has in saving us from Vecna's attack? It's weird that he's gifting her music, knowing how powerful it is as a tool against Vecna himself. Maybe he learned this from last time, like with Max and all in season 4. So now he's using this as a premeditative way for them, for the people in Hawkins in the real world to be unable to access Holly in this way by using music, through the use of music, because she already has a cassette tape and a player here. I don't know, maybe she will end up liking this tape so much that this ends up becoming her favorite song, like one of these in the tape, and no one back in Hawkins will know because only Harry knows this. So he took this idea away from them because no one could possibly know what Holly's favorite song is if one of these ends up becoming her favorite song right now. I don't know, I'm just theorizing because this is such a weird gift to be given her, considering how important music is in the storyline. Obviously even more now with the radio and stuff. Who's watching her? Are you a friend or are you a foe? We can never be sure in this economy. Oh my god, 11 is suffering so much. What is that machine doing? Oh my god, they're directing. Ah, it's even stronger. Oh my god, it's starting firing back. Ah. Oh my god. This crawl was anything but successful. They've done like 30 of these and everything went well. And right at the start of episode 1, when we begin watching, everything goes to shit.
Holy shit. Yep. Bike crash.
Bike crash? You're still not gonna tell them what happened? Oh my god, it's like they don't even see, like they couldn't know. His nose is broken, he's bruised and battered. You think they're not gonna clock that the bullies did this? Come on.
Look,
Look at Steve.
About everything.
I've learned that when I'm close enough to the hive mind, I can tap into it, into Vecna's mind. I can see who he's targeting. The first time it happened, I saw through Holly's eyes. The same day she was taken.
Oh, we passed next to Derek?
I was Derek Turnbow. I'm positive.
Hold on.
Okay.
I'm a little lost. Shocking. Were you seeing through the eyes of...
Enough with the sarcasm, Dustin. I mean, I understand that he's grieving and hangry and always nervous, but Steve doesn't deserve this treatment all of the time. He always treats him like he's stupid, which, you know, he can be a little slow. It takes him a little bit more time to get there, but he will get there eventually. Just give him the chance. He's such a good guy and you always treat him badly.
I was Vecna, but
Inside Derek's mind, yeah.
man across the street.
Wait, is Will leading the plan this time? Let's go.
We grab Derek and we take him to here.
They want to kidnap Derek?
We need to make sure he doesn't see us or know where he is, so we'll need to blindfold him.
You're okay with just kidnapping a child?
No, we're saving a child via kidnapping.
We are saving a child via kidnapping. That is iconic. Oh my god, Joyce. Joyce? She's way in too deep. Like, they have been doing some crazy shit over the last few years. They don't even know what's real and normal anymore. They're so into this that they're willing to listen to the most insane ideas and execute them without batting an eye. This is crazy. She's supposed to be the adult of the group now that Hopper is in the Upside Down.
A way to save Derek and find Holly.
Explain yourself, pretty boy. Oh, you want to kidnap the whole family?
I might know where we could get some benzos. Those things could knock an elephant on its ass.
Everyone is just shaking, nodding their head no. Like, this is crazy.
We'll get Murdy's plants with the traps. We'll burn the sucker, send him scampering home to his master, but not before we stick him with one of these. We'll track the demo across.
Oh, you want to be able to locate him. Okay. That is smart, actually.
Holes?
There doesn't seem to be any. They're crazy. They are all crazy. Look at her. She's having the time of her life. Oh my god, I want to spend an afternoon like that with Holly as well. If only this wasn't an illusion. Oh, is that a Creel family photo? That's a crest, a Boy Scout uniform. Look, they used to look so happy. It's such a shame what happened to this family as well. I haven't seen the play, The First Shadow, but I know bits and pieces of it, and it's sad. It's obviously like a sad situation because from what I've gathered, Henry never was bad or demonic or devilish per se, but he actually became it, and I don't really know how, but it's just you know, it's depressing to see such a nice family crumble and be destroyed by all of these evil forces. Like, this could have been any normal suburban family in the 50s. And instead, look where they ended up. Oh, this is young Henry's bedroom. This is interesting. It's weird to me that the fact that this is all a mindscape place, an illusion to keep Holly feeling safe. But Henry put so much detail into this illusion that the whole house, it's like it's stuck in time in the 50s and everything is still in there. Every object, every memorabilia from his bedroom, the photos, the family photos. It's such an unsettling feeling being around the memory of this perfect family before everything changed. And the fact that Henry, Mr. Watson, whatever, it's making her see all of this and leaving her alone to roam around the house and to just look around. It's, I don't know why he would let her inside his past so much. I like this outfit, actually. Oh, someone at the door. Who could it be? What kind of joke is that? Holly, I need your help. Meet me at the X. Please hurry. Henry? It doesn't look like it comes from Henry. Oh, it says to go through the woods, which Henry specifically asked her not to.
Einstein, Rosenbridges.
Mr. Clark, he's back. We've missed you, dude. I would want to attend a Mr. Clark lesson straight away. It could be so interesting to hear him explain things to me, science and the world and whatever.
Is entirely theoretical. They have captured the fascination of scientists and science fiction writers alike.
Oh, wait. And every time his classes, like the topic of his classes end up being relevant for the main plot. So like now he's talking about wormholes. Let's keep an eye on that.
What's neat about wormholes?
Wormholes are neat because they allow matter to travel between galaxies.
She's such a nerd. I love her. I love that she became the top student and everyone else is just as disinterested in the lesson as they could possibly be.
Another galaxy. Another time, even. Gravitational force.
Come on. Come on.
You have 60 seconds to explain why you interrupted my favorite class.
Went bad at the crawl last night.
Wouldn't know. I wasn't invited.
That's why
I love how realistic this brother-sister dynamic is. He's getting frustrated, just trying to get the message through, and she won't listen.
Tina's little brother's in trouble.
That literally makes no sense. And even if it did, why would I care that dipshit Derek is in trouble?
Dipshit Derek.
We're gonna need you to get us into the Turnbow house tonight.
Not possible.
Of course it is. Just make plans to hang out with Tina.
Tina and I don't hang.
You hang non-stop. She's your best friend.
Was.
Oh no, they fought?
Enemies?
No, they're
Since
enemies.
PE class 12 days ago.
Then just apologize for what happened in PE class 12 days ago.
No can do.
It's not that simple.
All you have to do is use your mouth to form a word that rhymes with sorry.
I reckon.
What's in it for me?
Time's up.
It's about saving Holly.
Okay, let's frame it that way.
The plan is, it's a bit insane.
Yeah, you can say that.
I don't think Tina's gonna want to talk to you ever again.
Well, why the hell didn't you just start with that?
And Lucas like, I cannot believe this menace is my sister. I love the Sinclairs. I love them.
Oh god, I'm sorry. Don't be too sorry.
Okay.
She has got like a mondo stash of benzos, and her nurse is like a lazy slacker who never locks the medicine cabinet.
What do we do?
Let's pay you. I love these two. They're like Dumb and Dumber. No, but seriously, I love them. I find them so endearing. I was waiting for a pairing like this for a long while. Ever since they introduced Robin, I was like, what if Robin and Will can be paired up? That would be funny, actually. And they actually did. I read so many fics about this dynamic. And it's so funny because most of the time in the fics, in the story, Robin is, of course, chaotic, as it is here. But she's able to offer Will some kind of insight, the kind of conversations that they could never have with anybody else. especially in Hawkins, it can be helpful because, of course, Will probably thinks that he's the only person in the world to feel like that. Remember how he used to say that everyone else makes him feel like he's a mistake, like the world paints him as a mistake, even though he isn't, of course. He's an angel, he's my child, but he thinks like that sometimes when his confidence is down. Speaking and having a relationship with a person like Robin could make him understand a whole new side of this way to live your life, actually, on your own terms.
You know, you could always just kiss her again.
That was your goddamn bowl cut.
Oh, he looks so cute saying that.
Did I look like I knew what I was doing at least?
I mean, yeah, to me.
My baby. I just want to...
How did you know that with Vicky, right? How did you know that Vicky wanted to
Make out?
to date?
We volunteered together, you know, they were like signals.
Signals?
Yeah, you know, like a brush of the knee, a bump of the elbow, a shared look. It all just kind of accrued like a snowball rolling down a hill until it was obvious.
How obvious?
Let's say the snowball became an avalanche.
Hold up. Stop. First of all, what was that conversation? I did not expect something like this. He begins by asking, how did she notice that Vicky wanted to date her? And yeah, she said make out, but he said date with that romantic, hopeful glint in his eyes. Oh, he's such a cutie. Oh my god. He wants to date. He wants it to mean something. He doesn't want it to feel insignificant or shallow. Oh my god, my little romantic heart. And then she says that there were signals. And that perks his interest. It's like, signals? Whatever do you mean? And she says a tap of the elbow, a brush of the knees, a shared look, stuff like that. And oh boy, we have a lot of them in regards to BYLER. Like, these two cannot stop looking at each other ever. They always find, like, their gazes always find each other in the middle of the room, no matter how many people there are. They communicate through eyes. Sometimes they don't even have to speak to know what the other is thinking. Do you remember the dialogue in season 4? I didn't say it, you didn't have to. Like that shared instant connection. They understand each other in such a way that speaking is not necessary, it's not the main priority. And the way that he stopped in thought after, wait, let me just go back.
How obvious.
Yeah, when he said how obvious was it, and when she said that all of the teeny tiny signals ended up becoming an avalanche that was impossible to deny, he stopped and looked down, like deep in thought. What are you thinking about? Why? Why even ask her these questions? Like, this is so... It's striking. It's a very strong difference compared to the way in which Will was approaching his feelings for Mike in season 4. In season 4, he was all miserable. He was ready to give up because he saw the treatment that Mike gave him during the long distance. So, like, very few calls, no letters, no contact. And then by the time Mike came to Lenora, he was acting awkward as fuck. So cringy, so weird. He was literally unable to hug him properly at the airport. Like, what was that? It's been shown over and over and over again in season 4 that he was perfectly able to hug anyone else, even Hopper, for longer than 10 seconds. And they showed us the tension in the airport scene. They showed us that that was super awkward, that it was not supposed to go like that. And the only person that made it awkward was Mike. Because Will was ready. He was already launching himself, ready to hug him. And this motherfucker... Sorry. And this just went... Pat. Hey man. Good to see you. How is this not awkward? How do you not see that Mike did all by himself? Even Elle, even Argyle, even Jonathan clocked it, that it was strange. And Jonathan kept stealing glances to both of them. So that after the Rinkomania fiasco, and even after that speech in Will's bedroom when they met up and Will got hopeful again and decided to take the painting with him, when he eventually gave it to him in the van scene, he did everything in his power to frame this gift as a demonstration of Elle's feelings towards Mike. He unconditionally gave his gift made with all of the intention, all of his romantic creativity, and gifted it to Mike from Elle. Like, he completely erased himself from the equation, selfless as he is. So afterwards, he was like, I feel like I need to do this. I feel like I need to give my love away. It's not mine to enjoy. It's best if my best friend and my sister find their happiness. I don't deserve it. You know, he was crying in the van. He was so helpless. So now, for him to be so curious and so particular about his questions 18 months after, one has to wonder, whatever the hell happened in those 18 months that they've not shown us? Because Will and all of the Byers have been living in the Wheeler's house all of this time in close proximity. Whatever happened? Like, if you ask these questions, it's because you already have a feeling about it. This feels to me like he's genuinely curious about these things, which is something that he wasn't before. He never showed interest about romantic dynamics like this. So one has to wonder if you are deep in thought after she says it was something that I couldn't ignore, so it was clear that she liked me back. And then you go and stare like this at the wall, like, what are you thinking? Please let us get into your head and see why are you ruminating this new information so much in your mind. This new, like, I'm blabbing, but all I want to say is that I'm noticing this new approach with Will that they're doing in these first few episodes, and I'm wondering if this is something that they're doing to kind of gently ease the general audience towards the fact that we are possibly going in a romantic direction with Will, because otherwise, what is the point of a scene like this? Like, objectively, talking about the same thing that I talked about before, about the scale of a show like this and how every scene matters. They wouldn't have put a scene like this if it didn't mean anything. Please let me know what you think about this scene, because I'm already thinking about 1,000 theories in my head. What are you doing? This song, please.
For once, we don't need half the crap in there for our mission. The only thing we really need is a telemetry tracker, which I can affix to any.
No.
Don't you touch her.
No.
Henderson.
No.
Henderson, I'm dead serious. No talking. Wait.
Too late.
Sister is missing? Her parents almost died?
Sure, but what about,
No, I know.
Coltrane, Love Supreme? Did you give it a whirl?
He's still giving him advice, romantic advice on Nancy?
That things were stagnating, that your mating competition was making moves.
Hey, whatever you two are conspiring about back there, please do it later.
Our apologies, milady.
The two of you were brought together by shared trauma in the...
He remembers.
So, if not for your sake, then for mine. Grow some balls and get it over with already.
What was that all about? I see a ring. What the fuck? Is he thinking about proposing? In this situation? Oh my god. Oh. She's tapping into his mind.
What the hell is she doing to me?
I don't exactly know how.
She's in your mind.
Probably not a good idea to have her rooting around there for too long.
She wants to freak. That's her mission, that's all I know.
They're so playing with fire. They don't know what they're playing with. They're trying to contain all of this, but it's just getting bigger and bigger.
What's behind that door?
I don't know.
Does he really not know? And it seems like she can't access it even in her mind. Like it's locked.
I don't know. Just get her out of my head. Get her out of my head.
Ooh. She's forcing herself too much. Ah! Did she kill him?
What was that? What happened?
I heard it behind the door, louder than before.
So it's like a block.
Someone
Yeah.
powerful like me. It has to be.
Oh, so she thinks they're keeping Vecna in here?
They have him. What would you do?
Holiday heroic. First, let's grab a weapon. Okay, she's going. Good.
Smells like ass in here, dipshit.
Probably from all my farts.
Disgusting. Sit down for dinner.
Mom can suck a fat one.
Oh my gosh.
Tina, get the door And be polite, unless it's a Mormon or a Democrat.
Thought you might want your favorite pie.
Oh, she's a great actress.
I'm so sorry, Tina.
This worked so easily. Like with a narcissist friend. That's what you have to do.
Sinclair, I'm confused. I thought your sister said that Tina was mean.
Oh, no, she's not mean. She's a villain. Like,
She's a villain.
For a coat kind of villain.
Cruella the Vil.
Caffeine intake, alcohol intake. It's a lot of variables.
Yeah, that is one hell of a mission.
Done something different this time.
Hmm?
Sorry?
Your pie has got a little something extra tonight. A little hint of
Nutmeg.
Nutmeg.
Brilliant.
Oh, she's not eating it.
Are you gonna try some?
Oh, I wish. Looks super good, just gotta watch those calories.
Oh my gosh, she's not gonna eat the cake.
If you don't have something nice to say, don't say it at all.
This is how you alienate your spears.
My spears?
My what?
Spears.
Pears.
Holy shit, Dad's wasted again.
Oh my god, I love Derek. he's dipshit. But I love his lines, like the way he delivers them. It's so funny.
Fat creamer, so you can enjoy guilt-free.
Thanks, but I'm just not hungry.
Oh my god. She can't insist so much or she'll get suspicious.
Why do you care so much if I eat your stupid pie?
Oh my god. It's because you want me fat, isn't it?
Girl.
Oh my god. He's going down first.
It wasn't an accident.
It was dodgeball, and dodgeball.
This camera angle is so weird.
He associates us. He associates us. And you humiliated him.
He humiliated himself.
Look at all of this mental gymnastic that Tina is doing to justify the fact that she was mad at Erica. These middle school bullshit I don't miss.
That's like crying like a goddamn pussy.
And down goes one. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Boom for that. Bam. Oh. Oh my god. It's time to get to business.
And I told you to eat your damn pie.
Look at the way he stabbed her. She's been wanting to do that for a while. Okay, the crazy mission can begin. This is so insane. The more I think about it, the more this seems such an absurd scenario. Let's just try not to break any lamp or any vase. Okay, some kind of booby traps, okay. This feels a lot like a Home Alone setup. Yeah, but I cannot understand. How are you going to justify the fact that you're literally cutting a hole into their... Like, look at that! Look at all the wine bottles! Do we have any idea how much those are worth? How can you explain that by the time they come back?
This is gonna work.
Yeah, it better work. It's not like we're conspicuous or anything.
How the Turnbows holding up?
They're still in their food comas, but I swear to God, this demo better show. If we took out an entire family for nothing.
Yeah, imagine that.
Where's your coat?
It's in the barn.
Well, you should get it if you're gonna be out here.
About this morning.
Well, it's fine.
No, it's not. I shouldn't have talked to you that way.
He's so sweet. He wants to apologize straight away. Even though he was right, he's just such a gentle soul that he cannot bear to have his mom stay mad at him for like 30 minutes. This is so sweet because it was right. It was the right thing to do because it also made Joyce realize that she has to cut him some slack and kind of let him do a little bit more and believe in him a little bit more, and that he's not just the tiny boy that needs protecting all of the time. So it gave her the chance to understand this side of him and how frustrated that made him feel. But now they're making up, so they are able to have like a much calmer conversation about this.
I know I can be a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That's not true.
I think about that night all the time. The night it came for you.
Oh, she has guilt. So much guilt over it.
No, you were missing for 8 hours.
Mom, what happened to me?
She thought he was in bed sleeping and didn't think about opening his bedroom door and checking in on him.
What kind of mother doesn't check on their 11-year-old boy?
11? Wait. Wasn't he 12 when he got taken? Am I mistaken? Are we still gonna mention this whole thing of forgetting birthdays like they did at Rinkomania, and then now saying a wrong age for Will compared to the actual age that he had when he went missing? Because I remember vividly that Jonathan made those "Have you seen me" posters, and it said 12-year-old boy. Why on earth is now Joyce saying 11? Is it just a slip? I cannot believe this is a slip. This is written dialogue in the script. Also, yeah, we still have to understand why the hell they decided to make the Rinkomania date the same day of Will's birthday, March 22nd, and everyone forgot. And no one ever mentioned that it was Will's birthday in any way. And he himself didn't mention it once. It felt so weird back then. Since then, people have been theorizing so much on the internet. And now you're telling me that Joyce thinks and says and is convinced that Will was 11 when he got taken? That's weird.
You're still out on your new friend.
New friend. She noticed.
Even though my plan last night kinda sucked.
Kinda?
He's so sweet with his little bunny smile. Oh, they're so cute. I love my buyers.
I think we got company.
Uh-oh.
Taggers?
In position and set, launcher.
Set, catcher, set, trackers.
Set.
So they were right. The demo dog is now targeting Derek. So it's exactly what happened to Ollie. Hello, here it is. Back for a quick visit in the right side up. Is it just me or the demo dogs this year look taller and like more ripped, stronger? Yellow. It's me, Derek.
Catch this!
Oh my god, run, Lucas. Ow. Okay, so that worked. Oh my god, he's jumping down! Ah, he's fast! Lucas, run! That was one hell of a jump. Hit him! Hit him! This crazy mission always works. They're so good at planning like the complete destruction of a house. Look at that. Again. Shoot him! Oh no, he's jumping up. Look at my go! Okay, he's escaping.
It flipped! It flipped!
Okay.
Whoa.
What's happening? Oh my god.
Trackers in pursuit. Repeat. Trackers in pursuit. Hit it!
Hit it! Fucking love that scene. With this kind of like video game background music. Why are they not going in a straight line? Oh, they're knocking down all of these fences. Jesus!
Damn it! Anderson, what are we doing? Lost the signal. Come on.
Where are you taking me?
Got it. It's headed southeast now.
God damn it.
The music is taking me out.
Look, he ate like 2 slices of pie. Why is he awake then?
It doesn't matter. Not anymore.
They were located?
Vecna's seen.
Okay, so even though they drugged Derek and covered his eyes, the demos already know where they have to go? Ouch, so they're in grave danger then. Fucking hell. Okay, she reached the rocks. She went all the way through the woods and nothing bad happened.
Henry?
Who hides in there? Oh my god, who was it? Oh my god, someone's chasing her. I don't think it's someone bad. Actually, I do think it might be Max. Maybe it's just a reach, but come on, come on. It's Max. It's Max! Yay!
Hi.
That's the end? No. Okay, so we learned quite a few things from tonight's episode. One, we learned that they're all crazy, batshit crazy. Actually, we already knew that. They always make the most insane plans and they're able to execute them decently, but they don't always end up in the best way. This time, like, the whole plan kind of worked, but the fact that Vecna already knows where to find Derek means that they've gone through all of the trouble for nothing. I mean, yeah, they had to empty the house of its inhabitants, but other than this, they are more exposed in the barn there because they have the whole family and Derek as well, and they're not armed. How are they going to be able to defend the Turnbows and prevent the Turnbows from taking Derek? I don't know. It's just insane. Every episode is more insane than the last. Yeah, and apart from this, the most insane revelation is seeing Max at the end. I knew it. I had a feeling that it might be her from the way that the map was written, handwritten, and all of the tiny trees. You know, I knew for a fact that it wasn't Henry, of course, because it went against the direct order not to go through the woods ever and never leaving the house. So I'm now wondering how time works in that mind space, and I'm wondering if Henry is gonna come back into the house and notice that the Holly is missing. I don't know, the most unexpected pairing of them all, which is Holly and Max in that mindscape. It's definitely an interesting dynamic because Max has been in there for so long, for like 18 months. So I really want to know what she can tell us about this whole situation that she's in, and if she's gonna be able to explain to us a little bit more what happened to her straight after the attack at the grill house where she almost died. And the thing I liked the most character-wise was Will coming into his own for a little bit and trying to go against his mother a little bit, just a tiny bit, just enough to make her reconsider the fact that she's probably sheltering him too much. Of course, his dynamic with Robin is always great, and this new conversation that they had while she was hiding from Vicky is just a lot to unpack. I need to think about that. Now we have only an episode left and I'm kind of scared. I obviously want to watch it, but at the same time I don't because then we'd have to wait a whole month for part 2, and I just don't know how it's even possible, because I'm sure that they're gonna leave us with the biggest cliffhanger ever. Oh gosh, I still remember the cliffhanger for season 4 when they left us hanging and we had to wait. Was it in the end of May and then part 2 was in July? I don't know, it was so long ago, but I still remember the amount of insane hysteria that everyone, and myself included, had towards that season. Like, it was all I could think about. It's so crazy to me that we waited so many years for a new season, for new footage to come out, and then at the prospect of waiting just a tiny single month, we were going crazy. And I haven't even watched episode 4, so I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, so as always, thank you very much for choosing to spend your time watching my videos and being on my channel. If you liked my reaction, please leave a like and comment, because this helps massively my channel to grow and to reach more people. And as always, I would very much like to know your thoughts, your impressions, your comments. So please leave one if you feel like it, and I'll see you at the next video. Bye bye!